Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Now you probably noticed a change or two. So I've gone and changed the channel's name. It used to be just The Bench, which I thought was a pretty simple and easy name, but as it turns out it was impossible to actually put in the search engine and actually find it. So I've adjusted the name a little bit. So I've called myself now Sam's Project Bench. So hopefully people can actually discover me and search me and actually find the channel. So let me know if you have any issues finding it. Maybe, I don't know, there's something else I can do. But yeah. Anyway, back to the video. I hope you enjoy it. It's a lot of just stripping down of paint, exposing rust and other bits and pieces. So not a majorly exciting video, but yeah, it shows a lot of the process and what I'm having to go through to get it back down to the bare bones it needs to be so I can get this thing painted. So, join the video. Okay, so we've got the car pushed out now. Essentially all the interior has been poured out, all except for the door trims. That's alright. So a little bit of rubbish in cans and all sorts left in here. I'm going to be stripping that a bit more. Then we'll give it all big degrees and hit with the pressure cleaner so we can get some of this grime off, and I'll dig into the rust. Okay, so the car's back in the shed now. We managed to get a lot of the grease and the grime and just decades of abuse off. So gave a heavy layer of degreaser and a good probably 2 hours, maybe even more of high pressure cleaning. And a lot of the crud has come off. Hit the engine bay as well. And exposed a lot of the body. Removed a lot of the mud and looks a whole lot cleaner. Just makes it a lot more presentable. Still not 100% perfect, but it's a lot years in front of where it was, so I'm quite happy there. It also removes the grime, so when I'm working on it I'm less likely to get dirty. It makes this whole experience a lot more pleasant. We'll come in here. It's been one of the next areas of concern. You can see some surface corrosion, so I'm going to dig in and actually see how bad that is. Some old repairs I've made in the past, because after some heavy four-wheel driving and very crazy flexing going, a few of these spot welds cracked along here. I've done some quick dodgy repairs in the past, probably hammered that down, cleaned her up and patched up a bit more. And down in the corner we've got a little bit of rust. It doesn't look like it's bit in, but we'll dig up and see what we find. Hopefully it's not too bad. And as we move further back, see a bit more work involved. More surface rust. Some of them might have pitted a little deep, but all in all, I don't think it's that bad. Over here, as you can see, I've already started tearing into it, and we've got some holes that have chewed their way through. They're very minor, so I'm thinking I'm probably just going to treat them and fill it. I can't really see too much of a purpose of adding metal there. Down here we can see we had more rust that I've already chewed off with a wire wheel, and that started to eat in as well. I'm thinking that there's no actual holes there, so I think a treatment is probably all it needs. And some more down here. So that's what I'm going to be doing for this episode. I'm going to be getting in with the wire wheel and tearing up as much as I can. As you can see, we've made a lot of progress. Exposed pretty much all the rust back here. But seeing how deep this is, I'm thinking it's probably best I take the fuel tank out and expose underneath and actually check for the rust underneath that. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to pop this, I'm going to drain the fuel out of it, and then look what I need to do to actually remove the fuel tank. Okay, so we've made a bit of progress digging into the back here. I've discovered a bit more rust and a little bit more corrosion along the way. So now we're having to pull the rear end apart, the rear bars, and probably going to have to drop the tow bar assembly. Or just chasing more surface corrosion. Better off getting it now before it's a real issue, rather than letting it get out of control. So as you can see, we've dug a little bit into the back here. A lot of it's back to bare metal. I don't think I have to get the whole thing back to bare metal, just where the damaged areas are. So I'm thinking all this was caused from my beach runs when I go spearfishing and diving in the ocean, or would usually throw my gear in the back and while I get changed. But I'm thinking that's why it's all damaged here. A little bit of salt water on the surface. I think isn't too happy with it, so I'm paying for it now. That's alright. I think I've caught it in time before it becomes a real problem. So I'm going to be taking apart the corner bar work, and I'll be looking into a little bit more corrosion under there. Alright, further strip down the back. It's looking pretty new, but access is definitely a lot better underneath there. Which brings me to this thing in the back. I have completely forgotten about this thing, but I don't think I'm going to be keeping it. So, if you want that, let me know in the comment, and probably pick one of you guys to, yeah, send that out to. So if you've got a GQ Patrol, just got to put a couple of holes in this bracket here, mount it there, and she fits and works pretty well. Fits over a 35 inch, not 35 inch, a 33 inch tyre. Might fit a 35, don't know, never tried. But if you want that, leave a comment down below, and yeah, I might pick one of you guys and send it out to you if you want it. Alright, now we're under the back end now. Now we've taken the bar out, we've exposed these mounting bolts for the fuel tank and the tank protector. As you can see, there's a lot of muck and a little dirt and surface corrosion all over. Most of it looks pretty harmless, it just needs a clean and a paint. But there's a couple spots like up here where I've done the quarter chop and obviously didn't finish it quite correctly and healthily, so I'm going to clean that up and resurface it and treat it and paint it and get that done proper. And we'll have to see what's going on once we get this tank out. Alright, I'll start pulling these bolts out and we'll have a look. Alright, so the mounting bolts for the fuel tank's down. But we still need to disconnect the filler hose and breather hoses and all that. Now, I can't for the life of me figure out how you would actually disconnect that before you start dropping the tank, so maybe you can go through the wheel arch, I don't know. Never done this before. Well, perhaps that comes out. I'm going to see if I can pull that out, see if I can get access. So that might have been smarter to do before I started dropping the tank. Oh, hang with me. Alright, got the trusty old drill. Clean the lens so you can actually see what I'm doing. Alrighty ho, that's one. Stick on the tyre. Not a smart move, but I can be there for now. I think this is the last one. Okay. Yeah, there we go. She's out. Alright guys, if you want to disconnect your fuel filler hose and access your breather tube, this is where you find it. Alright, let's see if I can get that. Alright, that's a clamp done for. This one should just be able to pinch. Yep. It's a bit crusty. Might need a bit more than that. Put my hands would help. There we go. Now in theory, if I drop that, the fuel tank should fall to the floor. Oh, nice. It's still not letting go. Oh, it's because it's trying to slide off at the same time. There you go. Before I let that slide off, I'll get this out the way. Come on, don't be a bugger. Oh man, I really need another set of hands to do this crap. Here we go. Nice and slowly, here it goes. Ahoy. Hopefully I didn't break anything. Oh. Completely forgot about that one. Alright. Remember guys, there's a second hose. Don't do stupid things like me. Undo this before you even take it. Start taking it out of the car. Oh, there we go. Didn't even have to undo that clamp, it just pulled itself off. There you go. Alright, let's see if this is free. I should find a home for the camera, but bring you guys along with me. See if I can do it one-handed. What do we got here? Yet another breather. Wonder what that little dookie little valve thing up there is. More things I have no idea. You can't see under that. Bring some light down. There we go. That might help a little. Come on. Of course it doesn't want to play ball. Advantage of no fuel tank, I can now sit under the car. Look at that. Silver lining. But of course that clamp is upside down and I can't get it. Alright, here we go. Clamps off. Alright, come on, get off there. Alright, let's see if she'll come free yet. There you have it. The fuel tank is out. Oh, there's some nasty things to that. Jesus, better not use that again. Dodgy stuff, guys. Dodgy stuff going on here. And that. Turns out, if you put this under the car and run that to a fuel pump, you'll die. So I wonder why that is. That's the earth. And that's dry, gone hard. Whereas the positive feed wire seems to be in good health. Oh, maybe not right there, that's cracked as well. No corrosion on the wire itself, but the wire is completely knackered. I might have to sort something a little bit more secure than that. Let's look under the back here, see what I find. Finding a buttload of mud. Hopefully there's not too much rust going on underneath here. Alright. As you can see some light shining through there. They're the rust holes that we discovered on top. It actually doesn't look too bad underneath here. Some surface corrosion, we'll buff back and clean up. A little bit of stuff going on there. I don't know, it doesn't look too bad. Some more stuff we'll clean up over there. Yep. Better than I was expecting. So, pleasant change. Got the fuel filter hanging up there. While the tank is out, I'm probably going to mount that a little bit nicer and neater than that because that's not fantastic. Obviously I put a new one in. And yeah. We'll take advantage of the tank being out. Alright guys, that will do it for this episode. Now, I didn't quite get as far as I was hoping in this, so we managed to get the fuel tank ripped out, a lot of the paint stripped off, exposed a lot of the rust. Fortunately, didn't quite get to treating it. That will have to be in the next episode. So I'll finish cleaning up the paint, preparing it, treat it, and hopefully have it all in primer. So I'm about ready to be over with all these rust repairs, but I dare say there's going to be more along the way, always is. But for now, I hope you guys enjoy the video. Please leave a comment below if there's anything that you want to see that I haven't shown you. If you like watching this, if you want to see more of these videos, please consider subscribing, hit the bell so you can be notified. We'll see you